John Keating, data broker. What we do is we help customers win more clients by recommending high quality sources of marketing data. Well, most of our competition are list owners, so inherently they will be biased towards their own product. They will employ sales guys to tempt you into plugging their particular brand. So what you'll get is this gap where there's expectation of a certain level of quality of product and then what you actually delivered. What we do is we eliminate this gap. We benchmark all these sources of data against each other, find out who's good, who's bad, who's really bad, and then advise accordingly which is the right list. With Data Broker, we make sure you get the right list and you in effect get the truth about marketing data. Frequently, we want sugar. I would say right at the start really, the first day that I got the first website, it's like a shot in the arm of adrenaline to spur you forward. You're not a proper company when you're starting out until you've got all the basics in place as website, stationery, and then you feel, right, I can do this. And of course you can do this, but once you can visibly see something, it's the biggest drive forward. So McCann's of Manchester, a great agency. There is Extra Vision, who are really great guys for email marketing, loads of advice, really helpful, and Kellogg's because of Crunchy Nut Clusters, which is Premier League. Well, I don't really like to be influenced by typical business people and quote-unquote business gurus and the usual suspects. So I don't really have three people, your typical answers, maybe business editor of the MEN or what have you. Not really my thing. People who I can only speak about people who influence me. Sir Alex, Sir Ian Brown, who you will be, sir, maybe one day, and that's pretty much it. Proper people in Manchester. Cool. Okay. Well, there's loads of people actually, but I would say Lawrence James. He's the MD of Shoot Cut Go. There is Christian James, who is the director of the If agency in Altrincham. He is the guy can wear tweed like there's nobody's business. Just makes it look super cool, and great for brand and positioning. Claire Duffy, who works for Kitbag, just one of the nicest people you'd meet. Yeah, there you go. Okay, attitude, a real will to do well. Things you can't teach, such as a capacity to learn. If you haven't got that and an open mind and willing to learn about new sectors and so on and so forth, then that's going to be a problem. And maturity, really. Things don't really go your way every now and again, and the ability to take the bad things and then get up and carry on going forward or try something different is really important. Okay, well, I'm probably not the best person to ask this. I don't particularly like the stereotype bars where you get all the suits coming down on a Friday at 5:30 and down in the black sambucas and just being as raucous and loud as possible, thinking that they're it, each to their own, but not for me. So I'll go for the restaurant and we'll ignore the usual places like San Carlo, go for something a bit more authentic. So Try Thai in Chinatown is my recommendation. Okay, so I would say anything that the Business Growth Hub and a chamber organises is a solid place to start, but I'm not really a believer in the franchise networking operations that work in Manchester. I will recommend someone who is a good contact for a company who's ultimately going to do a good job for them. Just because I'm supposed to have breakfast with them every fortnight or I have their business card means absolutely zip. It's, are you going to do a good job for my client or contact? Yes, then I will recommend you. For me, most networking I think is for solicitors, IFAs and accountants who are actually scared of the success that direct marketing brings. I'm a direct marketer, so network is not my thing.